Artificial intelligence is transforming recruitment. Do you believe that AI will replace recruiters or will it simply redefine the role of human judgment in hiring?
See, definitely, first of all, it's not going to replace. Why AI is here? First of all, AI, it's a human made thing. Who has made it? A human, right? So basically, what happens, people are in an impression that AI will replace the roles, or over the period of time, it may take some of the job. Certainly not. Why? Because, see, AI, it will, automate the repetitive task. It will also reduce the timeline which was involved. If suppose I am making this anything, if I am making of any coding or any development a developer is doing, some of the operational task which was there, which was taking say like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, with the help of AI, that has been reduced to seconds.
Today, we are privileged to welcome Mr. Prateek Ranjan, a distinguished talent acquisition and human resources leader. With over 15 years of illustrious training and experience, he has mastered the art of identifying exceptional talents and reperforming and transforming recruitment into strategic catalyst for organizational success. Armed with Bachelor of Technology and, and an MBA, Mr. Ranjan seamlessly blends technical expertise with business insight. So today, I'm Minha Aafiya from class 7th F. Formally welcome Mr. Prateek Ranjan to Jaipuria. Let's know more about our esteemed guest.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
My first question to you is, after interviewing thousands of candidates for last 15 years, what is the one quality that instantly distinguishes an exceptional candidate from the rest?
Thanks, Minhaz, and I would also like to thanks first of all the school management to share my experience and opportunity here. So a great question. I've been interviewing a lot of people for these many years. So what I feel is basically, one thing which keeps you, in the game is the learning mindset. Because skills is something that can be built up, but the curiosity, the learning mindset which you have in you will keep you going in the race above and above. So keeping it short and crisp, I believe if a student of a, or if somebody has that learning mindset, that would definitely going to help him or her scale up further.
So it's curiosity. Impressive. Next question in line. Artificial intelligence is transforming recruitment. Do you believe that AI will replace recruiters or will it simply redefine the role of human judgment in hiring?
See, definitely, first of all, it's not going to replace. Why AI is here? First of all, AI, it's a human made thing. Who has made it? A human, right? So basically, what happens, people are in an impression that AI will replace the roles, or over the period of time, it may take some of the job. Certainly not. Why? Because, see, AI, it will, automate the repetitive task. It will also reduce the timeline which was involved. If suppose I am making this anything, if I am making of any coding or any development a developer is doing, some of the operational task which was there, which was taking say like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, with the help of AI, that has been reduced to seconds. So automating that repetitive task is something, AI will definitely help. Number one. Second thing, the most important thing is, rather than thinking AI as a monster, think as a very fruitful tool for you. Why? Because it's going to help you with the help of the AI literacy. It will help you to scale further, and it will also help you to transform the overall traditional method to AI
To
methods.
AI and smart methods. That sounds interesting. What are the biggest mistakes that even highly qualified candidates make during interviews?
Okay. There are certain mistakes, but I would like to, since I've been interviewing people for so many years and still in today's world as well. So, First and the foremost important thing, which I believe is basically, the lack of preparation. Yeah. If suppose somebody is coming for an interview, say for a business analyst interview, for the business analyst interview, the key skills which is required is, to understand the business into a particular domain. So there is a life cycle associated with that. People do come, but there is a lack of preparation. Number one.
You say
Second
that.
thing is, the proper communication. Communication plays a very vital role, whatever role you perform. Anybody performs. That's one of the key success to be, successful in your role. And the third important thing is asking the right questions. Okay, because at the end of interview, if suppose I am interviewing somebody, I expect people to ask certain questions. Yeah. So these three things: the lack of preparation, lack of communication, or you can say not proper communication, and the third most important thing which I mentioned just now is basically, the thoughtful questions that is to be asked
Questions.
after the end of the interview.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's really quite absorbing. Many students focus on marks and interviews. From an employer's perspective, what matters more? Like academic excellence, adaptability, attitude, or skill?
All this matters, Manhas, to be honest.
All.
Marks matters, adaptability matters, flexibility matters, all this matters. But I'll try to put a big but here. Why? Because, you know, marks is something which can open your first door of an interview, first door of an excellence, first door where you want to go. But
Yes.
again, the but comes. What matters the most is basically your, the communication style, the flexibility, the zeal to learn, complex thinking, logical approach, emotional intelligence. These things will get you from version 1.1 to version 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, wherever is your highest version you think of. So marks are certainly important to open a first door, to get into some of the professional where the percentage does matter, but it's not everything. The rest five skills will keep you grow up and enhance further
Still growing.
to come out with a better version of yourself.
So that's really wonderful, sir. Next question in line. In your experience across global organizations,
Mhm.
what qualities make Indian professionals stand out on international stage?
Uh, Being an Indian, and also since I have worked for the global organization, talking to people across the globe for different markets like Europe, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, US, UK market as well. What keeps the Indian talent apart is, they have this five finger like talent. Every finger has its own role,
Huh.
right? All five fingers are not same in size,
Not equal.
strength as well. Yeah. So, along with the strong technical and business acumen, the flexibility and zeal to learn, the flexibility and zeal to contribute to certain subject is something which keeps them apart. And that's one of the reason, if you see, you call it the multiple big organizations.
Yes.
I'm not favoring, but then you will see, the Indians are at a leadership at the top seat. Microsoft, Satya
Yeah,
Nadella,
yeah, leadership.
Google, Sundar Pichai, Adobe, for that matter, PepsiCo, multiple organizations. Recently, WhatsApp global CEO Kunal Shah.
It's an
So you see how they have transformed. Again, the same questions come. I go to again the previous question from version 1.0 to version 5.0. So that business acumen, the flexibility, and the technical capabilities in whichever field they work, that keeps them apart. And
technical
what
about.
plays a vital role here is the flexibility. They are flexible to perform. They are not restricting themselves that if I'm making this cup of tea, I'll only make this cup of tea. Why not make hands dirty making coffee, making green tea, making
They are
black tea?
not limited.
They are not limited. That's the kind of flexibility the Indian talents have, and this keeps them apart. Pretty simple.
That's actually very great. If you had just 1 minute to advise every student preparing for their dream job, what would be your golden mantra for success?
See, I'll be talking a lot about learning here. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you see, so one golden mantra if I gave is, uh, that spark inside you to learn and grow, that should never stop. Yeah, because that's the spark which keeps you thinking, doing, performing, and learning. So that spark inside you is pretty much important for them to grow. Yeah. And second thing which I would say is, even if you fail at some point in time, do not take it in a negative way. It does matter. It makes you feel sad or bad at the period of time.
Demotivated.
Yeah, demotivating. But then over the period of time, if you take this as a feedback, how to improve and scale up further, so that will definitely help you, grow further. And remember, one yes can entirely change your career. One yes in
Can.
any job interview or any skill can entirely change your career. And then you will feel at that point in time that this is something which was missing and I have coped up with that,
Yeah,
thanks to
that
God, thanks
was
to my learning.
experience.
Exactly.
Yes, very
That keeps them
mesmerizing.
growing.
How can students use LinkedIn and personal branding apps to create opportunities instead of waiting for opportunities to find them?
Yeah, so LinkedIn is a very useful and a fruitful tool, I would say. It's a professional tool, first of all, professional platform. So make a meaningful connection, yeah, on LinkedIn. Showcase your work, case studies, and everywhere. Post everywhere, yeah, on LinkedIn. Whatever you are doing, if a student of class say 11th or 12th is something, they have found certain tricks and tactics in mathematics or any of the science subjects, any subjects, anything, try to post on that. Yeah, try to tag people, try to tag associated subject line to that, because that way it improves your visibility on LinkedIn.
People will find you
People
through.
visibility on LinkedIn, and visibility is directly proportional to opportunity in future.
Yes.
That's how it is.
Yeah, that's simply interesting. Next question in line. Campus recruitment has evolved
Mhm.
tremendously. So, what skills should today's graduates cultivate
Mhm.
to remain future ready in an AI derived world?
Hmm. See, two things are here. At the left, I'll keep AI. At the right, any skill person is interested into. Yeah, AI literacy is pretty much important. Trust me, it's going to help. It's going to act as a future proof for an individual. Yeah. Now, in any of the skill a person works into, along with that technical and business acumen which he or she will learn over the period of time, some of the skills which I can say that, that is pretty much will grow in future, or if somebody has that kind of competency, that's definitely going to help, is like, into data science, into cyber security, into project management, into product management. These are some of, the ever demanding skills. If somebody is into technical aspect, if somebody is into the other side of the skill, yeah, architectures, doctors,
Engineering.
sports person, sportsman. For that also, you require that focus and communication. AI will run in parallel. Whichever skill, whichever task, whichever responsibility you perform. But this literacy of AI is pretty much important. Learning of AI is pretty much important, because this will help you learn and grow along with that. Or for some case, it can be, a cherry on top when you achieve or when you aim to go to that place. So
Yes.
these two things should run in parallel. Yeah. People talk about AI, 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 and AI. AI is something which is, a gift to an individual.
Yeah, it
Think of a situation, you want a write up for, say, any of the topic. You can use AI and you can get in seconds. Was it possible earlier?
yes.
No. So learn some tricks and tactics
Yes.
along with AI, and that will definitely going to help you. And so some of the skills which I mentioned is something, which would be ever demanding skills, and that will continue further.
Yeah, that's glorious. Can you share a memorable recruitment story where a candidate
Mhm.
with an unconventional background went on to achieve extraordinary success?
There has been multiple, I would say, but two to three I remember, which is very close to my heart. I mean, I feel that uh, it's because of my some extra effort. That person is doing wonders. That person is doing pretty well today. Yeah. One of the case which I would like to quote, I'll not say the name and all, but then I called him for an interview for one of the tech role in my organization. Yeah. So he appeared for an interview, but then what happened after the first and second, the third round of discussion, the tech discussion, he was not meeting that expected qualification, the skill for that role. Okay. So what happened? I got the feedback from the hiring manager after my discussion and interview, and he said that the person is not fit currently. Maybe in future, once he prepares, we can have the discussion. But then what sparks me, what excited me, that this person has that zeal and capability to learn. That learning mindset was there. Again, see, the learning is coming. He's a potential coachable material who can be coached further. Yeah. So what I did, I put him across the another role within the same organization where I see he's a potential fit into
Oh,
cyber security. And trust me, he is at a quite a senior level. He is like 3 to 4, 5 years junior to me. But then he is leading a big product brand of cybersecurity domain currently. And he has also been into multiple on-site projects as well. So remember that one thinking, that one zeal to learn and grow has completely transformed and changed. Even today, when we talk, when we speak, he'll start with the same. I said, no, no, whatever you are doing today is because of your willingness to grow and learn.
that spark.
So there are multiple, but this example is very close to my heart because I see him growing, doing some of the great things into the tech domain.
That's very inspiring, actually. Resilience is often tested through rejection.
Mhm.
What advice would you give to your young professionals who lose confidence after repeated and rejected interviews?
See, like I said, rejection is not the end goal. Even if you are rejected, if somebody is rejected, focus on what were the lag areas where I can further improve. Okay, do not lose the hope, do not lose the confidence. Okay, I'm not going to say that no, you should have prepared this, you should have prepared that, nothing of that sort. Take it in an easy way, because that way, if you learn to understand on your mistakes, then it would definitely give you an opportunity to work on that. And that way, if you work on your mistakes, next time you would be having that opportunity to get an interview and get success in that. And like I
Yes,
said earlier, that one yes after the interview, after the rejection,
can
after
change
the
your
preparation
entire career.
can change your entire career.
Very nice. Next question in line. With global workspaces becoming increasingly diverse and hybrid, what interpersonal skills will define tomorrow's successful leaders?
The most important thing I believe is, there are 3 to 4 things, but two of them which I religiously follow. One is building professional relationship, number one. And second thing is collaboration. How you collaborate with people, how you build your relationship with them. Yeah. You may have a higher degree, good percentage in mass, but if that skill, collaboration, and building relationship is missing, trust me, people will not respect that, because that is something which matters the most. Yeah. If you go in a market, you hire a auto rickshaw or you hire a what you call any of the cab
Transport.
transportation, say Ola or Uber. The way you speak to them, you get a response from them. They are less educated people, but they also understand how to communicate. Yeah. So if you talk to them, the way you put forward your gesture, that defines them how we should talk to them. Similarly, being a future leader, or if you want to be at a lead level, you need to have this collaboration, emotional intelligence, and the third thing which I mentioned is what you call building the relationship to work on that. And trust me, that would play a very vital role, and that will help you grow,
I guess we
success.
can conclude being respectful to others when we are talking or communicating.
Respectful, if you are respectful to others, that is fine. That is also good, because it comes in building relationship. Yeah. Because if you are building relationship, if I have my good relationship with my say managers or with my
Yes.
peers, they are going to listen me, or with my manager, they are going to understand me. That way I am respectful to them, I am humble to
Yes.
them. Yeah. So that kind of, relationship, professional relationship which I have built up, that will help me grow further. Anybody, I would say.
Indeed, sir. That's wonderful. And looking around 5 to 10 years,
Yeah.
which emerging careers and skills do you believe will dominate towards the employment landscape?
See, I'm coming from a tech space. I've been recruiting majorly for the tech people at a talent acquisition level. So if you ask me about the skills, specifically the skills into tech domain, I would say AI again in picture. AI has that machine learning, NLP thing, everything is there. Then comes your automation thing. Automation is also pretty much important. Yeah.
Yes.
Cyber security, security domain, because
Yes.
with rising capabilities of tech, with rising capabilities of gadgets and everything, you know, there has been an increase in the downsizing in hacking as well. So cyber security thing would also be certainly help
Very
you.
important.
And then the product management thing, the project management thing, these things are pretty much important from a tech perspective, which would further grow and scale up. Again, do remember, AI comes in parallel with that.
Parallel. They are not
Yes.
intersecting.
That will be always be. That's why I said AI understanding literacy is pretty much important. Yeah, right now, if you these days, if you open any social media channel, anything, you also get a sponsored ad. Complete your
Yeah.
course in AI in 28 days, in 20 days, 15 days, because
Because
they
now that's a rule. That's tool actually.
actually that's a tool. Because in future, in future, without the knowledge of that, if somebody wants to grow, if somebody wants to scale further, they'll not be able to sustain if that knowledge is missing.
That's marvelous. Last but not the least, if you could leave today's audience with one life changing message about careers, continuous learning, and professional excellence, what would it be?
Number one would be character. Number two would be competence. And number three would be resilience. And the fourth one will be the core learning capabilities. Yeah. Why? Because, uh, like I said, your degrees, your marks can open the door for an interview, can open the door for appearing for the further discussion. But what keeps you apart and what keeps you growing is your character.
Your
Yeah.
character.
And trust me, uh, the best return on investment is self development. Yeah. And if that is something which is taken into the consideration, then the opportunity will follow its own value. That's all I can say.
Yes. Thank you. Thank
No
you so
problem.
much, sir.
Thank you.
That is all from the podcast room. Thank you for your valuable time,
No problem.
sir, and have a great
It
day.
was good questions. I mean, thanks for the opportunity, and thank you. Thanks to the school management as well.